It's been a while. We were on summer break for a little bit because I moved very far away from where I was the last time you saw us. So yeah, that happened. So let's get right into it. Quick note, Alyssa is here. They are off camera today. So I put up a fun image of the new Revelation art so you guys can see that during the game. Soul, on the other hand, is not here today, so I've left the gray character off screen for them. So yeah, let's get right into it. We'll start with Alyssa since they are on the top row of the screen.
Hello, I'm Alyssa. I am here. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Revelation, our Aasimar Paladin. I've spent so many episodes saying Circle of Stars Druid. Our Aasimar Paladin who uses she, they pronouns.
Excellent. Moving on to Sharmy.
Hi, it's me. It's Charmy, also known as Captain Charmy, various places around the internet. I will be Aurora Incineratus, the fire genasi hot girl sorceress, on the verge of nervous breakdown. We both use she, her pronouns.
Aki.
Hello. I'm Aki, or Kino, feeling fancy. My pronouns are she, her. Why do I always forget my pronouns? It's not like I'm in the midst of changing them or anything. And I'm playing Dayu, silver hair, bunny bard necromancer, also uses she, her pronouns. I think I'm good. I think I'm no, I'm not. I remember what we left off. Never mind.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Never mind.
We're gonna have a recap here shortly. Mari.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Hi everyone, I'm Mariana. I also go by Lagrimosa with a 0 on Blue Sky and other places. Play D&D and draw and stuff. And I'm playing Nikita Ayaga, the Wood Elf Barbarian, and we both go by she, her pronouns.
And alright, last but not least, hello, it's me. I'm Mandy. I am your Dungeon Master this evening and every Wednesday evening. This is also my channel. There may be more games to talk about sooner than later. I have to read rule books and things and figure that out. But yeah, you can find me all over the internet at the Mandy, same name as this channel. And let's pop into a quick recap of the last couple of episodes because oh, so much has happened. So we are currently we are at the start of episode 56, so episode 54. The party arrived in Okurai to find that many things had changed. Heightened security, more guards. The Kaligo Shirei are very difficult to get a hold of, more than is typical for them. And they very quickly made sure to speak to the guard and go visit Lady Nova Incineratus. Gave each other status updates of what is happening. Other adventuring parties have been sent out to go to other regions and places of power in the world due to the worsening conditions of the Veil of Night and the barrier flickering in and out of existence, which is very, very bad. Sinark did mention that Valden had returned, but he has not been seen in the Veil as of yet. They spoke about the Amaria Wilds, and it was revealed that the Kaligo Shirei had reached out to Morrigan the Great, who is the ruler and one of the 6 sages, the ruler of the Amaria Wilds, but they were unable to reach her, which is not normal. That is a big red flag as to something potentially being very wrong. Blockade is still being rebuilt, and there was some contention around a mage outside the city hailing from Fauchus, a sketch that the party saw of this man matched that of the gentleman with the sword cane that you saw in Wintergate, who is a member of the Unsleeping Eye. So you decided to warn Lady Incinerantus about this. The party learned that the Amaria Wilds are alive and were concerned about the wilds actually misleading you from your destination on your journey, as none of you are natives of the Amaria Wilds, and also that druids tend to be appropriate guides, or wildlings, as they like to call themselves, individuals who live in the wilds, or wild folk. Both are popular amidst folks who live in the Amaria Wilds. Either a native or someone in tune with the land is appropriate as a guide, as they will be allowed passage more often than not by the wilds themselves. Later on, the party individually, together, separately, in little groups, went to reunite with family. So Sin got to see Rui and Vaughn and the kids, and Tani. We're delving into episode 55 now. There was tea had with Nanny Opal, in which a task was given to Aurora to seek out the tomb of the Ashspark family, which is located somewhere in the Amaria Wilds, and Aurora was given instructions on how to get there. Nikita reunited with Irgon and had a discussion with her. Revelation and Synarch went to Botan in search of Revelation's mother and partner, both of whom were not present, but had left a letter behind letting Revelation know that things went badly in the Cult of Furos, and several people went mad as a result of it, and so they no longer felt safe in Botan and decided to move south, especially with everything going on, and promised to reach out to them soon. Sin and Tani also met up. Let's see. There was a heartfelt moment between Nova and Aurora, where they discussed what Aurora learned from the Oracle up at the summit of Mount Ceres. And Nova's reaction was not quite what Aurora was hoping for, because of obvious reasons. They later spoke to Malon Reflection and were given satyr effigies, so like little satyr head effigies being used as like necklaces, as wards to hopefully convince the wilds that you are friendly with the wilds in order to traverse them. You then left the barrier of night out into the Eastern Pass, which was where Dante was last seen alive. Dayu then, at the behest of Charmy and the rest of the party in tow, Dayu performed a ritual using her bard powers and her attunement to the dead to see if she could conjure up the spirits of this area, noting that there were none present. What they saw instead was a memory, a replay, a ghost of a memory of what happened in this area. And what was revealed was that guards were on patrol in this area, which matched the reports that you had received. The festering came up from the ground, welled up like water, and utterly disintegrated each and every one of them, leaving behind only blood, ash, and the remnants of their armor. And in that vision, Dante was nowhere to be seen. It was a gruesome sight, and that was the last thing that you all saw. before the vision faded away. Now, with that being said, we are going to pick up a few minutes later. You have left the area that the ritual took place in, given that there's no physical evidence anywhere, and began down the path through the Eastern Pass. It is your understanding that the individual known as Wolf, a druid, a gnomish druid, I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, you met previously in Southmore who had memory loss and did not quite remember who they were, and only knew that they needed to get to Cerro Bay City. You parted ways with Wolf previously, so you are intrigued or apprehensive, depending on who you ask, to see this individual once again. And as a reminder, you were told that they volunteered when the Kaligo Shire reached out to druids outside the Vale for assistance for you. The path that you are walking on is packed dirt and stone, and it's just large cavernous overhang leading down to the forest bed, essentially. So for now, you are alone, all of you. So I'm gonna let you guys take it away from here.
Say Aurora is lingering at the back of the group, quiet, not freaking out, not making chatter, just oddly quiet and distracted.
I feel like Nikita would try to be with you if you allow her to be walking with you. Unless you're trying to get some space.
She maybe be walking, like, just a step behind you. Like, just enough that it's harder for you to see her expression.
She's gonna tilt her head over her shoulder a little bit. I would prefer it if we maybe traded spaces so I could see, make sure you're okay. I don't like not seeing you.
Whatever you think is best.
She'll stop where she's at and let you pass her. I'll be behind you.
Okay. And she keeps walking without looking back as much as she usually would. But she doesn't stray far.
I think that sort of ahead of Aurora and Nikita is Revelation, sort of in the middle of the group, not super engaging with anyone. I think that she is disconcerted by being in these woods, and she didn't like doing druid stuff, but it's really striking her the power that druids have beyond just sort of positional and social, and maybe some of this nature stuff is useful sometimes, beyond the stars. But that doesn't matter now, because she is even better. So she's just sort of vibing.
I'm gonna be so real. I'm heavily debating between. I think I'm heavily debating between playing ambient music or not. I think Dayu needs something to do with her hands, considering I just did all the spirit shit. Oh, did any, like, linger or follow us? Or did they all just go back to...
They disappeared.
They just disappeared?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I think I would also be closer to the front, just because everybody seems a little spacey-wacy right now, and I think Dayu's feeling pretty chill, pretty level-headed. We're in a pretty forest, so I'll get distracted by colors, but colors are nicer than no colors. And taking one from chat, yeah, why not? Why don't I just grope my man's arm?
Yeah.
Arm specifically. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not about to just like in front of everybody, unwanted. That's so rude. No, but like I'll definitely just like creep up and like grab the arm and be like, wow, and then put my hand away.
Just like feel up his muscle, like wow, and then let go. He kind of looks over at you. Are you all right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to distract yourself from an awkward moment.
Well, it's not that. Now it's awkward. It wasn't that awkward for me. Now it is a little bit.
Oh, I see. Did you say that you knew the person that you were meeting?
Yeah. Yes. Their name is Wolf. Wait a minute. Wasn't Wolf with us when Kazu was with us?
Were you at Blockade yet?
It was after Blockade because we were debating if we wanted to go to the seaport city in Southmore.
Rewind.
With Wolf.
I thought Wolf was
So Kazu should have been
I
there.
thought Wolf was just before you met up with Kazuhiko. That's my bad.
It's okay. That was literally 2 years ago.
Actually. Hold on, I'm looking.
Like, what session even would that have been?
I think it was episode 3. I think it was episode 3.
3?
Maybe it was later?
It was way later. No. Wolf, I think, was with us when we all had our first big weird group dream that then half of us didn't remember in character.
Right.
Kazuhiko's noted as Dayu's Fox Shifter friend at session 5 on my notes.
Yes, the Wolf episode. Hold on, I titled it appropriately. Oh, it is. I was way off. It's episode 19. A wolf in need is a wolf indeed. That's episode 19, not 3. I was thinking of something else that we referenced from episode 3 last session. I'm so sorry. Rewind. Kazuhiko just kind of nods and is like, "Hey, at least we'll get to see Wolf. I'm curious how they've been."
I mean, it sounds like they remembered, or they remember us. So, that's good. Their memory loss didn't get worse.
Yeah, I mean, they remembered us, so yeah, we'll see. He kind of peeks over his shoulder back to where Aurora and Nikita are.
Does she look upset?
Yeah.
Do you think that made it worse?
I think she wanted to know, regardless of how she felt after. Give her some time to process, maybe. I'm not gonna say she'll be fine, but she knew something happened. Couldn't have been nothing.
Gives us more answers and specific questions. No, they're the same questions. They're just in different font.
He's just like,
Kazuhiko, what the fuck is a font?
yeah, literally, what the fuck is a font? He's just gonna ignore that because you use weird words that don't mean anything all the time in this game.
For the record, font does mean something because that is in fact a bard thing that comes in later.
That is true. Isn't it font of health or rest or something like that?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's font of something.
Font of life?
Something like that.
A
font is also like
Jesus.
spring. A well of some kind.
Font of inspiration. That's what
That's-
I was trying to say. And then I wanted to say my gut, and then I said but instead. God, I don't even know.
Either way, he laughs at what you say, a little bit. Yeah, I guess so. I personally have more questions than I did before, but I don't know all the details anyway. Just bits and pieces I've picked up from you all.
Oh, Kazu, how many times have you been to, the Vale?
Over the last... how long? Ever?
Yeah. Yep. Before 2 years ago.
Not frequently. Sometimes my parents had business with the Kaligo Shirai, and sometimes I would go with. But
Sorry.
we usually weren't there for long. A day or two at the most, since we don't live far.
Oh,
Sometimes we would get there in the afternoon and leave in the evening to go back home.
have you met the Incineratists before?
I have seen them before. I've seen...
Have you seen? I look a little bit behind. Like I make a like it's more like my ear look turns behind, then goes back forward, and I go D-A.
Yeah,
And
I know what you're getting. I know what you're getting at. If I have, perhaps she was in armor. I've seen many of the guard, but usually they're suited up. I have seen Nova in passing. I didn't really formally meet her prior to this last trip. Not more than a quick introduction and a departure. So, not much reason to visit frequently anyway.
Okay. I'm trying to think of more ways to grab her, but it's really hard when I've only seen pictures.
Well, if anybody could conjure proper image of Dante, it would be Aurora.
You can do dead stuff too. I don't think.
I mean, somebody who knows what she looks like.
Hmm.
Food for thought.
I will mull it over.
And you kind of you move down this path. It's a downward slope. It's not steep. It's a pretty steady decline. And you leave from under another rock outcropping because they're natural looking. There are gaps in some of them. And if you will recall, you may not, at the very end of the episode last, I did let you know that it's very gray. It's just pre-dawn. Dawn is just about cresting now at this point. And it looks as though a storm is rolling in. Probably just a rainstorm, given the time of year. And you see, standing at the bottom of this slope, there's like a small camp. A little camp kind of set up just outside, like a respectful distance from the path here, off to your right. There is a guard, so one of the Veil Guard, and a tent, a couple of small tents set up, some evidence of a fire, some logs to sit on, a bucket nearby for water, etc. All the makings of a camp, but the fire is not currently lit. Though you can smell the faintest hint of wood smoke the closer you get to the camp. And walking out, as you round and see this, walking out of the tent on the left is a short individual. I believe I had described them as like a dirty blonde type person. Age kind of ambiguous looking gnome in druid robes. And looking a fair amount less shabby than the last time you saw them, Wolf. Or the person you know as Wolf.
I start waving,
And Kitty also.
but like
Oh.
excitedly.
Oh, hey guys. Just kind of like trots up. You can see as you get closer, they're actively smiling, clearly happy to see you. Their hair has that same kind of shaggy, very much like you're getting shaggy dog vibes. It's very on brand for their chosen wild shape. And yes, exactly, actually, Mari.
Thanks.
Little fang tooth smile, pointed ears that are currently tucked under like a knit cap, a beanie-like cap, longer sleeves, all in browns and greens, not shabby, not looking like they'd been mugged or anything like that, holding a proper staff now, proper focus. It's a willow branch that kind of curves funny on the end to go down into like the willowy shape, and tied to the end of that is a little like raw crystal on a string, kind of fastened to the end of it, and little vines and things kind of wrapped around this very thin, almost like whip-like staff, but it's taller than they are, so it looks like an appropriate, if somewhat thin, staff for an individual like this. Wow, you guys look like you've been through some stuff. if you don't mind me saying, you got all the nice outfit changes. Cool.
Let's give it away.
You didn't have wings before. That's kind of fucking crazy. I remember that.
You look like you've settled in quite well here. Sort of nods at the staff.
Oh, yeah, just made this actually, not that long ago. Thanks. Oh, the clothes.
How
Yeah,
have you been,
got those in Sarah
how have you
Bay.
been feeling?
How have I been feeling? So I remember some things. More than I did before. Still don't totally understand why I can't remember my name. Haven't found anybody who knows me yet. So yeah, just kind of making the most of it. And then I heard that a bunch of Mistlost needed help, and I knew had to be you guys. The Veil of Night doesn't send out adventurers for no reason very often, and yeah, just wanted to see how you're doing since I've been here. They motion over their shoulder to the forest. Been here for, I don't know, a month and a half now? Just kind of exploring. It's really trippy.
What's it like here in the forest here? I mean, trippy how?
So things like to move, but if you're at a place and it moves, you move with it. So that is that's really disorienting. You know, you go to sleep and it's west and you wake up and you're in the north. So, you know, that's kind of weird. It's happening to me less now, so that's cool. There are some places that stay, though.
Like where?
Well, and they pull out a little notebook. It's more like a sheath of paper, because, you know, bound books like this probably aren't very common, but whatever. They pull out a little sheaf of paper and they start flipping through their notes in this little blank book. And lore drop.
That's what I like to hear. Give me that lore drop.
Well, there is the... I forgot to name this one. Hold on. There is a... I'll come up with a name later. There is a village where a lot of wood elves live. They have... It's like a city in the trees. They have tree houses. There's loads of them. It's huge.
Wow. So it stays in the same place and everything else moves around it.
Well, there's some other places too. There's... Sorry, the Village of Elves is not the Treehouse Village. They mention a Village of Elves that's difficult to get to. And they mention a Treehouse Village. Sorry, I have them as two separate bullet points, two different locations. Lakita doesn't move, so if you end up there, you'll know exactly where you are on the map. And they hold up like a little sketch of the rough shape of the wilds. It's not very good. But up north, northwest corner, there is a crude map that shows the border between Elysia and the Amaria Wilds, and that border is Loch Nimue. And right next to Loch Nimue on the Amaria Wild side is Lakita, the capital city of the Amaria Wilds, the only one that is on any map. So people know how to get to Lakita. Usually they come from Elysia to do that, though, because it doesn't require them to go through the wilds to get there. They can just go across the lake. So yeah, they're like holding up this diagram. So there's Lakita. Everybody knows where that is, but the treehouse village is over here, and they point to like near the eastern coast. And the elf village is right around here, and they point to like dead center. And those are the only places I found so far that don't move. I'm trying to find the fairy shop. I haven't been yet.
The what?
The fairy shop. Fairies live here.
And they sell things?
I'm hoping they might have something that will bring back my memories. That's the hope.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
This is really helpful. Thank you for sharing that with us. And she kind of like looks at Kazuhiko like, I hope you're paying attention to this map.
Oh, he is honed in on it. Yep. He is locked the fuck in. And they kind of they will share the sketch with you and then kind of clumsily shove it away in a bag.
Question, just for our remembering, is where we need to go like known to us? Like, is it in Lakita, or do we need to be searching for the separate
You have to search for
location? Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The Arboreal Throne is hidden. It's one of the hidden
Right, yes,
locations.
that's what it's called.
Yep.
Oh, did you want to ask about the pools?
Huh?
Yes.
Someone.
actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. She kind of looks gratefully at Nikita, and then, hey Wolf, have you seen any waterfalls here while you've been in the wilds? Particularly, with a beautiful, maybe crescent-shaped pool.
Like a big one or a small one?
That is a great question.
Crescent-shaped
I
pool.
feel like it was small.
Waterfall. Southern edge of the pool. With this
Aurora,
real tree.
Yeah.
You could, if you open your grimoire and search for the sketch, you will see that the waterfall is actually not super tall.
Okay, yeah, small was right. Then she'll open to the sketch because I feel like that's really all she's retaining out of it at the moment is pictures. So she is flipping to that point and opening it up to Wolf to be like, something a little bit like this.
Huh. No. But it's pretty. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
hoping-
we'll keep an eye out for water.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so you want to go here, points to book. And where else do you need to go?
Well, that's a different problem. We are looking for something that is not known exactly where to find, but we're looking for the Arboreal Throne. We need to speak to the leader of this place, the place of power here, at least.
Well, I've heard of the Arboreal Throne, but I don't think I'm important enough to have been. But we might be able to find somebody who has.
That would be excellent. And if there's anything we can offer them in return for their guidance or coming along with us or what, I'm sure we'll be able to figure something out.
I have tea.
You
Nikita
have-
has tea.
Tea is good. you have anything else to trade?
Like,
Like weird stuff?
Yeah, let's try like a dead lizard or something.
looks at dice.
So much weird shit.
Okay. Wild folk like weird shit. Generally
Weird shit
speaking.
and dead shit.
Huh?
Like weird shit and dead shit, or only weird shit? Should I avoid
Yes.
bring dead shit?
Yes to all the things. I mean, money is great and all, but most people out here operate on bartering.
Here is gonna absolutely love my ancient pocket sand.
Pocket sand. That's
I've been
cool.
saving this baby up, waiting for the perfect. I can't do it with this voice.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm waiting for the perfect trade.
Cool, yeah. Pocket sand is probably something somebody would want, yeah. Cool. So, you want to go to 2 places I've never heard of. That's great. Well, not never heard of, but never seen. Cool. Awesome. That is great. You know what? We will figure it out. You know why? Because everything works out in the end.
I like your optimism, Wolf. I'm gonna believe you this time.
Well, nobody else showed up, so hopefully settling for me isn't too horrible.
I don't think we're settling. It's nice to see you again.
It is
We were a
good.
little bit worried after we parted ways, so yeah.
How did you end up here from Southmore?
Well, Cerro Bay City and, Southmore does connect to the wilds. I went to the city. I tried to find, people who might know me. I looked all around. I did get robbed a couple of times. That sucked. Yeah, I guess the whole no memory thing also kind of got rid of my sense for people's bullshit, so that was not fun. Anyway, didn't find anybody that I know, and nobody knows me, so after a few weeks of that, I decided to just kind of wander, because being in a city is not really fun for someone like me. People are mean there, and they just want your money, and I didn't have any left because I got robbed twice, so... yeah, just decided to go live off the land like druids do, and then hitched a ride north, and found myself at the edge of the wilds, and I figured, what better place to build my own history since I can't seem to remember my actual life. So yeah, that's the long and short of it.
And somehow you keep up this cheerful attitude. Getting robbed multiple times sounds like really not fun.
I mean, I was sad about it, but that was months ago. I don't really need money here, which is another, bonus.
I
Okay.
believe it took you getting robbed twice to have no money, though. That sounds kind of cool.
I mean, I didn't have anything when I found you guys. I did some odd jobs when I got to the city, earned a little bit so that I could find some place to sleep that wasn't, the alley, because the guards kept yelling at me about it. So they were like, get off the street, and I tried being on the roof, and they said, get off the roof, and so, I had to find a way to get room and board. I'm dying.
Absolutely.
Am I wrong?
Sorry, I looked
Abs-
at chat. I
Am
looked
I
at
wrong?
chat.
For everyone to know, I said bro's literally Perrito from Puss in Boots.
I'm crying
It's
and I put makeup on today.
Absolutely. And Rev is fucking Kitty Soft Paws,
Oh,
which would
no.
unfortunately make Sid Puss in Boots.
Oh,
but that's the
no.
closest we've got, though, you know?
Oh my god.
Since got boots, it fits.
Oh no.
So if you're watching this in the future, you're Antonio Banderas.
That's already well established, I feel.
Take my accent.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's move on before I lose my shit any further. I did that to myself. I shouldn't look at chat.
My bad, King.
No, it's okay. Yeah, so, you know, I scrubbed dishes, earned a few copper, then a couple silver, doing parlor tricks in the street, you know, stuff like that. Easy stuff. So yeah, didn't have a lot to lose. Why do you
Well,
look sad?
hopefully.
It's fine. It's just money. Who cares?
Me, I care.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't want to lose all my stuff and all
I
my
don't
money.
really have
Then
stuff
how
to
do I
begin
buy
with.
stuff?
I mean, if I had stuff, I don't remember it.
What about the stuff you collected since we met?
Yeah, I did lose, some of those things.
Do you want some more stuff?
Not really. I have what I need, points to backpack. I
Like
have
at the
stuff now. I was just, you know, before.
Okay. I thought you were still without stuff.
I mean, I don't
And then
have any
there's
money,
some-
but I don't need it here. Like, literally don't need money here.
There's something else that we can help you with. You know, since you're gonna be helping us, just let us know.
Well, if you can spare time, if we come across Fairy Shop, I'd love to go. If you don't mind.
Me too.
If we have time.
There we go.
I kind of want to go to the fairy shop too.
The face sound fun.
Yeah, I mean... Ooh, okay, Alright. I have to spring this on you guys. I should have had the Kaligo Shirei prepare you. I need fake names for all of you.
What?
Huh?
Why?
You don't give the Fae your real name. Are you crazy? Huh?
Why?
Because then they can, you know, pull you into Elfane or do weird stuff with your name and your mind.
Uh-huh.
They can turn into
So
you.
what if you already
Right.
did that? It can't happen again, right?
You met a Fae and you gave it your name?
To be fair, we were taken somewhere else first, and then the name thing happened.
She's family, and we were just being polite, and they were very polite. They
Yes.
sent us home. We weren't even gone that long.
Talked about denim.
Fuck is denim?
Very beautiful there.
We were very pretty.
Wait a second. You went to Elfane. You talked to a Fae and you gave it your name?
That's where Bougie's from, and she holds up Bougie.
Looks at the pseudo dragon. Oh, right.
Yeah, it was nice.
Did they
It was a nice
introduce
day.
Did they introduce themselves to you? Maybe.
Yes. They said they were powerful, right? Or something like that.
Oh, all Fae think
Yeah.
they're powerful. Which one was it?
Looking at my
Just wanna
notes.
see.
It was Toron, the Lord of Glamour.
Yes. The Lord of Glamour. I've been to one of his orgies. It was really cool.
You met Toron?
There was two of them, wasn't it?
Oh yes, and silver.
So what? Okay.
Silver is silver, but is gold. Isn't that cute?
Cool. So you met the Archfey of the Summer Court and his left-hand man.
Fuji's family. Well,
and you
Fuji's
gave him
parent and
your
babysitter.
name because he knew your pseudo-dragon.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Just kind of like looks at you, Aurora, like really looks at you. Maybe I'll figure it out at some point. Interesting.
I'm still me. I didn't get turned into somebody else. Fuji's still here. They stayed over there. We had a very nice chat. We might go back sometime.
We went in, we went out.
You might go back. Okay. Alright. Lesson number 1. I need fake names for all of you, including you, points to Aurora and Nikita, for other Fae. You got lucky. I will say that. You got very lucky. For other Fae, they might not be so nice. They also have a weird concept of niceness, so a lot of them do. Things in the Fae are weird. Elfane is weird. Logic is weird. That much I do know. Anyway, you don't have to think of them right now, but if we come across anyone, let me do the talking until you come up with fake names. Because if we are around anything that might be a Fae creature, we shouldn't use our real names.
So, while we're traveling, do we also address each other by these names as well? Or what if someone's listening in? You're making me paranoid now.
Wow.
Yeah, we have to remember a whole new set of names. We should start practicing now.
Maybe you should just
True.
do nicknames like
What do we call you?
Aura, Solo, Die, you.
You die.
Close.
You die.
It just becomes the rush hour joke.
Nick,
You. I'm me.
and Rev. See, that's not your whole name. That's not your real name. That's a nickname. You could use that. Sin can just go by Sin.
Why? But that's... So nicknames are fine.
Nicknames are fine. Not your full name. Not your real name.
So like Nikki.
Yeah!
Let's try Kita instead, maybe.
Ooh, Kita.
Ooh, sexy.
That's fancy.
Nicknames for me have always kind of sucked. As you tried,
Die.
one of them is
Bunny.
Die.
Bunny.
You?
Talk shows.
God damn it.
Bye, die. Too.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye forever. I'm done now.
You can think of something.
Okay, so we should go with nicknames because it's easier. But what if instead of trying to shorten Dayu, we just use the letter D?
Perfect. D.
Call you D.
Do you think you can remember?
Or Sylvie for your last name.
Shit, yeah, I have a last name.
Yeah, we could call you Harry.
I was like, Harry's not cute.
I got a lot of it. You're not wrong.
Think on that. Workshop on that. I'm still
D's
going
nuts.
by Wolf
That's what I
because I
wanted to
know
say.
it's not my real name. So you can keep calling me Wolf. I also don't know my real name, so I don't know if that makes it my real name. I don't think it does, because I know it's not.
What if, wait. Would they be able to steal our fake names? Because I don't want...
No.
That would suck.
No. Names... Okay. I'm gonna get a little esoteric on you for a second, because those are the parts of my life I remember. All my magical knowledge. They point to the stump on the ground that somebody has sawed off and was using as a seat next to this little fire pit, this little campsite. Points to stump. So that has a name. It's not stump. It has a name. Points to dirt on the ground. This stuff has a name. Not dirt, not stone. They have real names. Everything has a true name. For mortal kind, you and me, it's whatever name bestowed upon us, or that we have bestowed upon ourselves and believe it to be our true name. Right? Thankfully, I live with the knowledge that Wolf isn't my real name. So I think I'm safe there.
Yeah, didn't Dayu or Nikita call you that? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
Food for thought. Lesson number 2. You may occasionally see tears in reality. Looks like a
that's
little
normal.
portal that goes somewhere else. Don't walk into them.
Like Delphine?
Yes. Don't.
Aurora looks at Bougie. Bougie, don't go wandering, please.
He kind of looks at you and tilts his head.
Stay with
Oh
me
right,
for now.
he can talk now, but he just tilts his head at you
Oh,
like,
yes.
why do you think that I would wander, Mom?
Good boy.
Yeah, I was told I can't hop, so I'm here. Can I have bacon now?
Hey, very shortly.
Cool. Like, curls up on your shoulder. Yeah, so, tears in reality, don't use your real name. If we get separated. Because it's possible. Try not to. But, if we have to search for someone, we will.
It's separated how?
So, like, you know, if we're walking and the wilds decide to change. You could get, you know, swept away. If you're not in the part that's moving. So, stick together. As much as you can. We should be fine. As long as we stay close, we should be okay.
So we should probably implement the hand-holding policy from the swamp if we get into the thick of things.
Yeah, sure. We could do, like, the rope tying to the waist thing, also.
what I was thinking.
Hand-holding. I think we should do both. Just to be safe. Since, you know, shit happens.
Okay. Hand-holding, ropes, or like, you know, we could use belts and stuff, just saying it would be a little bit cuter, but if ropes is all we got, we can do that.
We'll have to get up to my camp. I need a couple of things. Not this place. Points to it. This is the guard camp. But we'll move on over to mine. All of you we can We can go now if you want, since it's still early in the day. Forest is still kind of
Yes.
sleepy, so that's good.
Wait, it's less active in the morning than it is at the nighttime?
Depends on the day. Right
Oh,
now,
boy.
feels kind of sleepy.
When you say things move, are they like spinning in place and facing in different directions, or is it like you walk in one direction, you're actually going in the other? How does this work exactly?
It just kind of fuzzes out of reality, man, and then disappears. Moves away to somewhere else. It's all very nebulous.
Okay. That's hard to keep track of.
Yep, that's why there's no maps.
So, should we address the name matter now or later?
Huh? What?
Should we address the name matter now or later? So that way we don't proceed by accidentally selling our memories off to some fairy.
You're right. We'll keep a list, and then everyone will have time to memorize and practice.
Okay. We won't run into people super often, probably. So you have a little time, I think, if we're lucky.
So maybe we
Well-
take today to decide, and this evening we
Sure.
finalize our
And
our
if
new
we,
names.
and if we run into anyone, I'll do the talking today.
Okay.
And have you seen any signs of festering or anything crazy going on here?
Not here.
But you have.
I have seen, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a bunch of it take down a giant in Southmore. That was kind of fucked. You know, I mean, giants are pretty bad, but like, I don't know. It's kind of brutal.
I have it in my pocket.
Whoa.
What?
What?
Whoa,
lizard?
shit. No. Oh, God. This was like 10 episodes ago. Do you remember when we met, the cool grandpa dragon whose name I'm forgetting right now?
Festikir?
Something mere. Festikir, yeah. Do you remember when he, like fucked that one festering up, and we're like, wow, we skipped a cutscene.
Oh.
I have pieces of it.
Ooh.
And it was like frozen at the time, and we're like, we don't gotta worry about that. And then I forgot about it. It's in my pocket.
It's in your
So it just smells like
pocket?
shit.
It was
say
in. Was it in a jar?
Yeah, I put it like in a vial because I have like an alchemist tools thingy,
Yep.
and I was meant to study it later, and I didn't because I forgot.
It went down.
Yeah, lots of stuff was happening. I don't know if you guys remembered that. All that stuff. Rev has wings now.
Yep.
One second, I'm gonna reel it back because I had that right now. My bad. So as we're talking about the festering, I'm just gonna pull out the vial from my pocket. Please tell me it didn't escape. You know, I don't want to be like that beetle lady.
Oh my god. So you you reach into your bag, you pull out this vial, and what you see in the vial is just dormant, black, oily, slick goo. It is currently not moving.
Oh, it thawed. Gonna gently wrap this shit up and put it in my bag and do something about it tonight. But thank you for telling me that it thawed.
Okay. So you do all continue on with Wolf?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You move forward to their forward camp, and what you are looking at, I feel like different.
Oh, I
music.
will say, just
Yeah.
as we're traveling, Aurora is already worried about being separated, so Nikita will find her underfoot.
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
I'm not getting separated. You can pry her from my cold dead hand.
Yeah, right.
And
Same.
we will.
Huh?
So you walk down the path, close to each other, arms linked or holding hands or whatever the case is for the moment. Or at least staying very close so you're within reach of one another. You continue to the camp, and what you see as you walk down this kind of vague path, you know, some paths are just very defined by foot traffic or landscaping or what have you. This is not quite like that. It's not as well worn as you might expect from a path that seems to be known by an individual. And as you move through the trees, you realize they are massive, massive trees. They're like redwood trees, essentially. Lots of underbrush and vines and all manner of different types of trees, but they are the largest version you can imagine for the most part. Most of them are quite large. Very, very mature trees. Some of them are smaller, younger, not as tall. But yeah, that's most of what you see. It's incredible. Lots of moss on the forest floor. And yeah, it's just very green here. Lots and lots of greenery. It smells a little bit sweet. And before long,
Fruit sweet?
it's like flower sweet.
Okay.
Imagine like honeysuckle sweet. It's kind of like that, kind of faint, kind of floral, but just a little sweetness. As though it is, you're not close enough to it to really smell it. It's just on the edge of perception. But it's like that everywhere here. The light dapples the forest floor, and before terribly long, just a few minutes, 15, 20 minutes, you come across another camp. And you realize that in this area of the forest, you can kind of see between the treetops. The canopy of the forest. You can see little bits of sky as pinks and orange slowly turn to blue as the sun rises in the sky, slowly. And you see a humble little camp with one of those little lean-to single-person tents, where it's just like a little half triangle. And there's old evidence of a little fire pit and no real equipment other than the tent. And like a bedroll. And Wolf walks up to this area and says, "All right, well, here's camp. Knew that wouldn't take long," and starts like breaking down stuff. The rolling up the bedroll, taking down the tent. If you have any questions while I'm taking care of this, well, let me know.
So, when you said sometimes if we stand still and the forest will just move us, do you know what happens if we're in my hut?
Oh, the tiny hut. Well. That's a great question. I mean, technically.
Because, like, part of me thinks if the floor that we're attached to moves, it makes sense that way. But also, this thing doesn't move usually. It's kind of a impenetrable dome. Does that make sense? You see where I'm like...
Yeah. I mean, hopefully that means we would all get swept to the same place.
That's true. Less chances.
Or it breaks your spell, and that would be bad.
Oh no! See, if it broke my spell, I would feel it.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess we'll just find out when we try it.
Yeah.
Related question.
Sure.
Do you, or at least have you noticed, any type of warning when this kind of shift is about to happen, if it's while you're awake?
Sometimes things get fuzzy. Like, you ever have your vision go a little fuzzy? You know, you're too drunk, or, you took something you shouldn't have. Or illusion magic.
All of the
Things get
above.
a little wibbly. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you don't notice it. Sometimes you do. Sometimes things rumble and the trees creak and they act angry. Sometimes the vines move. Sometimes you can feel the energy of a ley line, and that's what's shifting. So, lots of reasons. This place is really magic.
Right.
There are not one, not two, but 3 ley line convergences in this area. 3 in a single nation. That is astronomical energy, off the charts.
Do you know of any of the convergences?
I mean, I haven't been to them, but I know they're here. Do you want to follow a ley line?
I think that would be a good place to start if we're looking for a seed of magical power. And actually, since we're kind of loitering in this space, is it possible to attempt an Arcana check to see if Aurora can feel any of that magic?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana roll,
All right.
Miss Sorceress.
I rolled a 10.
Well, you can tell this place feels magical. I'll give you that. It you can always feel it. As somebody who can manipulate mana, magic, whatever you want to call it, whatever source you believe in, you can feel it kind of all the time, but it's like background noise. It's natural. It's like breathing for someone like you. Here, it does feel a little more than that, so you're a little more conscious of it, and it thrums through the air, through the ground, through every movement made and every shift of weight, every step, every breath. You feel it. It's so subtle. You can't feel it very strongly, but it feels like more than it does anywhere else that you've been.
Okay, so upon like tapping in, Aurora's a little bit overwhelmed by the level of detail she can feel, and yeah, doesn't gain any insights yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rev is sort of looking over at Wolf's staff again and will ask as they're packing up, just, have you tried talking with the trees, with everything around, for negotiating for passage?
A little bit. I have, sort of. And by that, they mean they have tried. Actually, let me pull up my character sheet for Wolf. Because I forget exactly how... Uh-oh, am I dropping frames? No, I'm not. I had a moment where my audio skipped. Oh yes, they are.
Andy pretending Wolf isn't the secret level 20 big bad.
Ha ha ha, so funny. I mean, yeah, I can speak to plants. I can only do it like 3 times a day though. But yeah. I can, yeah, I can do that. But,
And I was just wondering if it was helpful in navigating it all.
so some trees you can talk to. Some trees you can't really talk to them. Depends on the tree.
Do you mean you can talk to them with or without using magic?
Some trees you don't need the spell to talk to them. And some you do. And the ones that you do need the spell for vary in their level of our ability to comprehend in common, if that makes sense. How new is the tree? How old is the tree? How welling is it? Yeah. Really depends.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, I will definitely be doing that as we are roaming around. I don't know a ton of magic. You guys look like you're stronger than me, but, I am good with animals, and I can wild shape, which you already know. I can do this, and they clap their hands together and open them up, like cup them out to you. And their hands are full of berries. I can do this. It's called Good Berry. Don't recommend unless you really need it. It gives you a hit point. Yeah. But I can't do
That's a
this
good
infinite
thing.
times. I mean, yeah, here. I already did it, so you guys should eat if you want. Hands berries out to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
I'm gonna eat it.
a berry, you restore 1 hit point if you are missing one. And you now have had enough nourishment to sustain you for 1 day. But
Oh, I feel
they
full.
yeah, isn't that great?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you eat these, feed you for a whole day. So if we have trouble with food and foraging and stuff, I can do this multiple times a day, but I only need to do it once for everybody, so that's nice. Because I get 10.
Thank you. I'll save this till I need it.
Yeah, shove some of the other berries away. They only last for a little while, so you might as well just eat it now. If by tomorrow you haven't eaten it, it loses its potency, and then it's just a berry. Not the magic kind. It's up to you. You don't have to eat it. Just, so you know. Oh, good with, right, I already said animals. I said that twice now. I can summon them. Barkskin. Lightning when the weather is right. And I can talk to plants. And if I'm near enough water, I can sure hurt stuff with water. I'm good at that.
Ooh.
Big wave goes whoosh, knocks people over.
Whoosh.
Yeah, just like that. Whoosh.
Well, we might need those skills. I am a little bit worried about what we're gonna find here.
Oh yeah, there's lots of monsters here, but you guys look like you're super experienced monster hunters and stuff, so... Right?
I mean, we are
pretty
now.
experienced.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got magic stuff all over you guys. I can smell it. It smells different when it's items. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of any more questions that make sense to ask right now.
I mean, listen, we can just, get on the road. You can ask me things whenever. It's not like you can only talk to me right now. You have exhausted this conversation tree in the video game.
Leave.
We'll just start repeating the same line again.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you guys. Are you ready to go on an adventure? That's the line.
Let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready.
Talk to me when you're
First
ready to
in
get
heart.
going.
We are doing both the hand holding and the rope tying situation, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they pull out like cord, rope.
Let's do it.
Okay, and they tie the end of it around their little waist, and then they hand off the rope for other people to do the same. It should be enough for everybody to have a little bit of space between each other.
Which also, what order do we want to be in?
Yeah, this would be like our
This is the time when you
stuck
decide.
in order.
Mm-hmm. Wolf's gonna be at the front.
I should be in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want Beefy in the front also? So we could do either Nikita in the front and Kazu in the back, or
You guys
Yeah,
gotta be
I
in
was
the opposite ends.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, meta-wise, Loki makes sense for Kazu to be in the back if he were to pull out his bow, because he needs distance, right? However, respectfully, how's your perception?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
can I just say the number? Are we good with that? Is it?
Yeah,
is
you
it
can
really
above
giving?
table. You can above
Plus
table.
5.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
range,
what about
like
wolf?
wisdom based.
I was gonna
'Cause
say,
we
yeah,
might-
presumably Wolf is.
We might want someone perceptive at the back for watching our tail.
Yeah.
Wolf is lower level than you, but they are guiding you.
You could put Kazu in the back and maybe, and if Reb's in the middle, and then Dayu can be closer to the front, maybe, because I'm also very good with perception.
Okay.
And then Nikita's just wall.
So it's Wolf, Nikita, then Dayu, Rev, Aurora, then Kazu? Or how is that gonna go? Or
somewhere in there.
Well,
Sin
what
is
about
somewhere in
Sin?
the middle.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm thinking near Rev, but what do you guys think?
Yeah,
If not,
I feel like
Yeah, probably.
Sin,
Mhm.
I think Sin.
I feel like Sin can kind of go anywhere because of the speed.
Yeah.
So it kind of works, and Sin kind of throws whatever the fuck, like dual wield, sometimes a bow, now sometimes magic. I feel like Sin can kind of just be placed anywhere in the middle.
So, okay. Wolf, Nikita, Dayu, Rev, Sin. No, yeah. Sin,
Aurora Kazu.
Aurora,
Kazu.
Kazu.
Okay. So Sin before Aurora.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, and you can always change it out
Mhm.
if you need to.
It's not like the ropes are like forcing us in a line or anything like that. Obviously, there's room for that interpretation, but I think for now,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Okay.
Or the default.
Yeah. So you all tie the ropes around your waists. You can choose to hold hands or not, whatever works for you. And you continue forward really without too much more delay. It's still pretty early in the morning. And here's the part where I roll dice. Let me not yeet my dice, my god.
We just walk in a giant U.
Yeah, right. Okay. Actually. Ow.
You good?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I gotta roll a couple times. I stabbed myself with my dice.
Oh no!
It's okay.
Cool, but ouch.
I'm fine.
I just realized we could like when it comes to nicknames, we could call Aurora like we could address her as like my lady, right? My lady. And Kazu legally can be addressed as my lord, right? Lordship, same thing. Your ladyship, her ladyship, right? And then I was like, oh, fucking Rev could legally be called Sir now, like a knight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's on that bitch's papers. Sir Revelation? Goddamn. Dame of the Stars? Goddamn. You know? Get that title going.
Dame of the Stars is what I'm calling them. Damn. That's a good one.
Thank you. While we were thinking of nicknames, my ass was like, what if we went really funny with it? We look at Nikita and be like, that's a court of thorns and roses. We look at, so- Thank you. Look. we just go nuts like that. Can you imagine?
What if I scooped out my eyes?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Why would you do this?
My bad.
You know? It could be like chicken nuggets. You know?
Just like
You're
that.
limiting yourself.
Yeah, just like that. Precisely like that.
Mm-hmm. Chug it.
Okay. I guess I have to use a different source today.
I'm just filling in the space, okay? You've given me air time for real.
Yeah, I'm aware. Okay. Good enough for me. I would like for everybody to roll perception checks for the day.
Okay. Let me see if I can take the Nikita dice out of timeout.
Yeah, fucking right.
Are you serious? Oh no, we're good. Perception?
I almost
Correct.
flung my
Perception.
dice
This
across
is
the room.
your daily perception check.
Oh boy. That face.
12. This is pretty good, actually.
Nice. I rolled a total on the
really-
dice, so 17.
I'm really lazy. 1
Okay.
second.
23 for me.
I didn't need to do that. 29.
Okay.
Jesus.
I got an 18 on the die,
Hold on.
which was like
Okay.
nice.
I missed some of those. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask for 20 plus.
Rev and Dayu,
Yeah.
Okay. Rev, what did you get?
23.
Dayu?
29. Yeah.
Good lord. Okay.
Yeah, I got an 18 on the die.
15 to 20.
That me, I think. 17, yes. Sorry.
Aurora, what did you get?
12.
I'm gonna roll for Sin. Okay. And then I'm gonna roll for Wolf and Kazu. That's so funny.
Why is it funny? Did they match?
Did they roll a 12?
If Kazu fails the roll, my headcanon is that he's sad that he's all the way in the back. Now he's all the way in the front. That's my headcanon.
I am not at liberty to tell you. Okay, cool. So
Yes, you are, DM.
No,
What?
I'm not.
Sorry.
Yes, you are, DM. Excuse me? Okay, so you continue on throughout the day, and I will say, Dayu, you are hyper aware of everything that's going on. The movement of the trees, the shift in the wind, everything. Your ears are up, like little antenna. Not that that's a thing in this world, but little antenna going this way and that. Because you were hearing all of the things. It's almost too much. Yeah, Romeo wisdom saving throw to not get overstimulated.
Shit.
Oh my god, that's horrible. Yeah,
That's hell.
the birds were tormenting her. Yeah, this is a lot more bird sound and a lot less music than I was hoping for.
Damn, like my Hunger Games AU? Like exactly what happened in my Hunger Games AU? This is crazy. This is crazy. Some mutts gonna show up and actually fuck me up. Okay, but anyways, yeah, 8. Because I rolled real bad.
I wasn't being serious. I'm so sorry.
Oh. Okay, that's fine. Burnt. That's a bad roll, so like
Hey,
that's
you
gone
burnt
now.
it. Yeah, that's awesome.
I
That's
burnt
gone
it,
now.
yeah.
You don't have to deal with that anymore. I thought I had. Do I not have music for the forest? Is this it, really? Damn.
If you were very serious about that overstimulation check, you just turn up what's playing in the background right now. It's just suddenly birds start yelling in our ears.
Birds!
Same 3 ambient noises all at once. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm gonna swap this to.
It's entirely possible.
We'll swap back to this. Yeah.
We love this one.
You love this one?
Yeah, it's perfect.
It really is like the perfect background music. You have a pretty uneventful first half of your day. And at some point you do how far are we in to stream actually? Oh my god, time zones being different are fucking me up. It's almost break time. So I'm gonna say you guys stop for lunch, and that's where we will take our break. But before we take our break, I want to show everybody in chat a little treat. I'm gonna have a little treat for everybody in chat. I'm gonna switch views here so you can see the character art. Big on the screen, big on the screen. I just have it moving through the normal slideshow that it goes through in the beginning of stream because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm gonna eat coffee. What was that?
everybody got updates, including Kazuhiko. Some of the portraits might look a little familiar to the last arc because for most of these I recycled the old art and kind of repainted over them to change outfits, add scars, yada yada. Although Sin got a whole new portrait. So yeah, that's that happened. It needed to happen. I needed to update my boy.
It looks so good. I love it.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure everybody had the chance to see that because it's kind of small on the screen.
And it really pops against the green background too.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Like Aura looks.
Aura looks
The blue against the green, like
no
that.
pun intended, but like fire, bro. Like look at this.
Yeah.
Aurora a lot. It's really,
Thank
really
you.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes. I had a lot of fun redoing these. Yeah. I know it was kind of soon after the redo for the winter arc, but I was like, you know what? This is like endgame shit, so like, why not? So this will probably be everybody's portraits for the remainder of the campaign, unless I change my mind.
Sounds
So
good.
yeah, that's what you guys get to see. So, with that being said, we are going to take a quick little 10-minute break. So everybody get up, stretch, hydrate, grab a snack. As they like to say on the internet, tell your friends to come watch Mistlost. And if you are just tuning in and you have no idea what's going on, go back to episode 50 and you can start there. You don't have to watch back from episode 1. I built the campaign for that reason, so that you can jump in at different points, specifically at what I believe is at least roughly the halfway or slightly more than halfway point. So yeah, we will see you guys in 10 and see you soon. Bye. Hello everybody. Sorry for the delays, things and stuff. And then I got soup.
Did
So,
you really? Very
Suspicious.
Oh,
They got
suspicious
soup?
soup.
Question mark?
Soup. Yes, I'm very happy to have soup because it's basically homemade broccoli cheddar panera soup, so I'm happy. Anywho. Oh, I think I put too much salt in it. Whoops.
Wow, how dare you?
Just a little. So, for those of you who are just joining us now, there was, the party, we had a little recap the last couple episodes. The party proceeded to the meeting place to find Wolf, and Wolf has been answering the party's questions about the Amaria Wilds, what to expect, what kind of creatures live there, etc. And that's pretty much where we left off. You all tied rope around your waists so that you won't get separated. And when we left off for break, you all stopped to have lunch. Which is to say, you're making like a temporary sit-down space. So you can take a break and have a little short rest at about the halfway mark of your day. So roughly midday, slightly before midday, since you've been traveling since very early in the morning. And Wolf sets up just a tiny little cook fire. Actually, no, they don't. Because you guys have rations and things. You also had good berries. So it's more of like a rest and kind of figure out where you're going, what you're doing. You have an opportunity to examine your surroundings. There is a brook ahead and to your left. Just a small burbling brook. The trees here are much thicker. It's gotten more dense as time has gone on. It ebbs and flows in terms of how easily traversable the area is. And, it's kind of where you are at as you sit down to hang out. And you can choose to untie your ropes if you want to sit down and be comfortable, or not. It's up to you.
Oh, Aurora does, but she just drapes herself over Nikita as her safety measure.
Smart
I have
enough.
a question about the ropes now. About how we've tied them.
Mm-hmm.
Was it one long rope, or did we take one long rope and then tie more ropes to the rope? Because when one person undoes it, and in this case Aurora's in the middle, does that just create even more slack in between? Or is it there's a rope that was tied here that was attached to Aurora, now it's just a rope that is tied there that's loose? Do you understand what I mean? Because just because of the way we are.
Because we didn't decide, so what do you think would be better? And we put it on that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
How would you have done it?
I personally think one long rope with multiple ropes attached, just because it makes sense for things if we were gonna dip, if we were gonna untie and run somewhere.
Yeah.
Just easier than, wait a minute guys, the slack between us is too tight. Oh no. Now wherever, I don't know, Nikita goes, a rabbit is being dragged behind her. It's
That's so funny.
that's what I'm thinking, in my head.
Sounds good with me. Mm-hmm.
Well, you are definitely able to do that. I left it ambiguous because I figured you'd want to define it later.
It's me, I'm later, who wanted to define it.
Okay.
And as discussed in our break, but if we are taking a second here to eat and stuff before we keep going, Nikita's gonna take a good berry, eat one, and then with a draped on her. She's gonna just hold one to her mouth and say, ah.
You get mild resistance, but it's playful, and then she
And she'll feed her the berry, so that way she doesn't go hungry.
Thank you.
Of course.
Gay.
That was so gay. I start playing music to make it worse.
Careless whisper.
Lightly, gently, you know?
Sorry.
What'd I say this time? What's wrong with you people?
No, it was Monkey in our.
I know. Sorry, I know. I just included everyone. My mistake. Mari, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Okay. We are feeling some type of way today.
Sorry,
this
now
is
I'm
what happens
fucking
whenever we
dancing.
take a break for too long. We are always insane when we come back.
So goopy brain, it's not even funny.
Every single time.
Oh, I
It's
forgot to
'cause-
ask
it's
Mandy.
'cause surprise chat, we actually like each other.
Yeah.
Only a little bit.
Yeah.
The perception checks. Did you say that that was like the one meant for like the whole day?
Mhm.
Okay, so in theory, I'm like rocking a 29 perception.
Yep.
For unless stated otherwise.
Yes.
So I
unless
think-
there's a situation that calls for
Mm-hmm.
another.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, yeah.
So then what I'm gonna do is I get my sketchbook / journal. I think it's just like a multi-use thing at this point. I start writing stuff down, and if you were to look, it looks like very specific reference. In those liminal space horror TikToks where they're like trying to get like a very specific game going on, so you have like 26 rules and they make no sense, but they do if you participate in the game, and that's Daiyu trying to map out this place. I think it definitely makes sense to her, and maybe Bougie, because Bougie's Fae. That's it. I don't know if Bougie can read. This is another question, but like, yeah. That's what I think I'm spending my time doing.
So it makes sense to die because she's weird, and then.
And until yeah, because I'm writing it just like you think. Oh yeah, when you hear a woodpecker peck on wood 3 times, never look behind you unless you feel the tugging of the rope. But if you feel the tugging of the rope 5 times, you must continue to look forward until you see a purple wood rope. Like, is that gonna make sense? No, but it does when you play those liminal space games, and I think that it just works that way. I feel like Fae work like the liminal space horror games. How else does it works? It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh my god.
That's
we have
what I'm
hype train.
doing.
Holy shit. Thank you, everybody, for
They're the hype train because the hype train was for liminal space horror.
Hype train was for liminal space horror. It's true.
No, shut up. That's a good gift.
Like, you really are Pepe Sylvia, like, all the time. Though.
Is that what that bitch's name is? Like, I just know him as the red string guy.
His name is Charlie.
That's not his
but
name.
His name is Charlie. That's from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But the meme is called Pepe Sylvia.
Because that's what it says behind his head.
Is that
on
the same show that has Danny DeVito being like,
Yes.
I'm the trash man? Okay.
That's the exact one.
I only know that thing through the memes.
Can I offer you an egg?
It
It's trying
started when
time.
you were a child.
Sorry.
Literally a child.
Really? That's not that old. No way.
What if we met in the liminal space and kissed by the woodpecker? Like.
I mean, maybe, but only if we hear the frog croak.
Oh my god.
Because any other time, it's gonna get worse.
This is...
Dates in Elfane.
Yep, Dates in Elfane. Yeah, this is very Fae coded. Anyway, let's-
You're seeing it, yeah.
we'll reel it in. I'm gonna pause eating my soup so I can reel you motherfuckers in really quick.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. yeah, is there so you said I think you were on your way to asking me a question when all this bullshit started. Were you asking me a question about what you see around here?
Yes. Yes, that was a very long-winded way.
Yeah, can you actually ask me the question now? Would that be okay?
Yeah, like I wanted to
I love you
kind
so
of
much.
like while I'm sorry. I went into explaining. So I'm doing this, but I would like to kind of not necessarily keep like a watch, like, you know, not like where we're taking watch when it comes to like camping and stuff. But I do want to keep like an eye out for things, especially if we start like involuntarily moving and stuff like that. Because this forest is like very alive,
Yes.
and I kind of want to know how alive it is. And that's not the best way to word that, but you know what I mean?
You you look around at the space that you were in, this little kind of in the middle of some trees. And you notice outside of this ring of trees that you are sitting in, you see some movement. And only you catch this because your perception check was the highest. You catch some upward movement, and you glance to see what is happening. And you can see that tree branches are moving slightly, the wood creaking to kind of like touch from tree to tree. But it looks almost like natural movement. If you weren't paying such close attention, you wouldn't realize that the trees are moving. And I don't mean being blown in the wind.
So if I'm okay, this is a strange question, but you gotta understand, you put us in a strange place.
I did.
I am paying very, very close attention to them, to the trees.
Yeah. Lots of birds too. All kinds
And
of
yes,
yep, all that stuff.
nature.
Lots of nature.
Does nature notice me noticing them? Because I think sometimes, why'd I fucking look at Mari, bro? Because I think sometimes, when Dayu's looking at other spirits, the spirits might like notice her noticing them and then being like, what the fuck? Sort of like Jennifer Love Hewitt in that one ghost thing that she was in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I don't know what it's called. Everything I know about that show is against my will.
It doesn't matter, darling. Move on.
Yeah.
It's Ghost Whisperer.
Oh.
Continue.
Yep.
Thank you. Oh,
So you want to know if
do I notice that with nature?
when you say
Yeah,
nature,
like,
do you
does-
mean like squirrels and birds and shit? Or do you mean the trees?
I'll say the trees specifically because the trees were what was like super honed in. Yeah, do the trees notice me
That's so
noticing
funny.
the trees?
It's so funny that you asked me this and I rolled to see if they would notice. 'Cause, you know, they're trees, right? They would have to roll really high. Chat. One of the trees, your eyes kind of land on it as these branches they're just kind of like, they're not high-fiving each other, but they're like touching branches, like boop, 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 like this. It's so slow, too. It's not like active, like fast movement. They're just kind of slow. One of the trees stills when you look at it. Like, just stops. Or did the wind just stop? Squirrels and birds and things seem to take note of your presence also.
Emma? That's not the voice. Am I making you uncomfortable? I ask the tree that stopped moving.
Nothing happens. There's no features on this tree. And as you ask that question, Wolf just kind of like saunters up to you and is like, maybe I should have mentioned this, but like the trees that can talk, they have faces.
Oh. I think I made this tree mad uncomfortable.
They reach out and touch the tree and cast speak with plants. You see as glowing, kind of pale orange energy kind of courses through the staff that they are holding and through you can see it kind of move over their form and down their arm that is touching the tree. And you watch as Wolf looks very intently up at the tree, but you don't hear anything for a few moments. And then they hold their hand away and say, I think it was just trying to not be noticed by you. Some of the trees here are more subtle than others and, don't really choose to conduct their business in full view of a mortal.
That makes sense.
So.
No.
Well.
Yeah. Sorry, tree.
I did ask about water, and they suggested we follow that brook. Could be a place to start, or at least start narrowing down where that place is you want to go.
Yes. That sounds good to me.
Alright, well, they kind of look around to the rest of you. And then they make a bit of a face. Hey guys. Where'd Sin go?
What do you mean? Did you look around?
He was right there. I turn around, I talk to the tree, I turn back, he's gone.
What? Around, like, in where we are, is this like a clearing area, or is this still pretty dense?
It's pretty dense. You can hear the brook off to the northwest.
Okay. Aurora's go-to move. She's gonna point in a random direction, going, Sin, can you hear me? Where are you? And cast message.
You hear nothing.
She does that a few times in hopes of a response.
You get no response.
I don't know where he went. He's not responding to any of my messages, and usually they should work, he's within 100 feet or so.
The rope is just... What again? Just slack, or...
some of you untied yourselves to
Right.
like hang out.
Shit.
So, yeah, you took a little break and your boy's gone.
We've lost our boy.
What the fuck do we do?
You could ask the trees.
Yeah.
Cause in theory the trees moved them, so maybe in theory.
That's
Well.
as good a place as any to start.
Might as well head in the direction we're going. Might be able to find clues. Or get a scent or something.
And if we don't, after a while, Dayu, maybe it's worth using your spell.
Well, the only thing with sending is that, you know, like, I'll know if they're like alive. It might not give us like an exact location though. Oh, they'll be on this plane, I think. I think that is also good, you know.
Are you doing
I
low
was just thinking, making sure they're okay is
creature?
enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking sending.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
communicate directly.
I don't know if I have. Wait, actually. Yeah, I don't have locate. Sadly, I had it when we were in the snow. I had like a locate spell, of some sort ready, and then I took it off.
There's object
How
in
dare
the
you.
I believe.
Yeah.
Did someone want to try talking to a tree? It can't be me. I will probably be too fucking pissed off, and I don't know.
It has to be wolf. I think. I don't think anybody here can talk to trees.
Well,
Oh, it's like a magic thing.
Yeah.
let me double check this.
Of course.
Let me double check the spell really fast. To see
I
what
mean,
it lasts.
unless you want to see if Smar will talk to them and then talk to Bushi. Oh, wait. Bushi, can you talk to trees?
Bushi just kind of looks at you like, no?
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. So yeah, that probably won't work.
Wolf walks over to another tree and says, well, my spell's still active, so then they touch another tree. Actually, the spell, I'm rereading it again because I haven't looked at it in a while. You imbue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. You can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day.
That sounds pretty good.
You can also alter terrain, so if it is difficult terrain caused by nature, specifically plants, you can make it normal terrain by communicating with them. Wolf kind of like touches the plant and speaks out loud this time and says, we had a tabaxi with us with a scar on his neck, yellow eyes, dark fur, spots. He was just here and now he's not. Did you see where he went? And he waits for a minute. And they turn to you and say, so they said that he was here and then he was gone. So something must have shifted.
So quickly that even the trees didn't notice?
Must have been magic. Did it shift? Did the forests move? They say they didn't feel anything, so it's something else. Okay, that's bad. Don't like that, because that means we don't know what it was.
Well, she's been fucking with some weird shit lately. I mean, do we think...
Oh, it could be a Valden kind of thing.
Valden?
What? That?
What?
Who said that? Wow.
Wolf does not look convinced.
What Valdine... Who's
Listen,
that?
it's none of my business. I don't care if you're talking about Valden or who's a what's it. You know? Like I don't really care.
Tina's just been doing a lot of research on the sages recently, and there's
Magic research?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, does he do magic? Is he magic?
Yes.
He insists that he wasn't before, and now he is.
Oh, okay.
So, what are the chances you think of him choosing to go versus something taking him?
I mean,
I
for all we
can't
know,
imagine.
he took a walk to take a leak and got swiped. So, you know.
He would have told one of us. He's smarter than that.
Who knows?
Mari.
Well, listen, let's search for clues here, and if we don't find anything, then we'll get moving and see if we can ask more trees if they've seen him. Unless you have something else you want to do.
Certainly nothing more important than finding him.
I meant in order to find him. Are you always this touchy? You seem nicer than before, but you, don't like me, I guess? And that's cool, but, I'm here to help. So you can either be cool with it or not. Figure we should address this now on day 1, so I don't have to put up with this shit for however long we're here. If you want to get to know me, ask me questions.
I mean, now doesn't really seem like the time for that, but
No,
noted.
not right now, but, come on, this isn't the first time you've done this. My head's fucked up, I'm not stupid. Anyway,
To be
let's find your
fair,
friend.
Rev is like that with everyone, so.
Oh, well, that's
not
true.
just you.
That's good to know. Alright, noted. Let's get moving. See if we can find any clues of your friends. I'm gonna do some searching. Points to Kazuhiko. You do your ranger stuff. Kazu's like, already on it. And
Should we be separating if one of us was just
nope,
taken?
not
Should we
leaving
at least-
visual range. Not leaving visual range. Very specifically, not leaving visual range. And the DM says, everybody roll survival checks as you search for clues.
What's that laugh for?
Wait, survival?
I hope you got a nat 1, because that would be fucking hilarious.
No, it's a 10.
Wow. Aurora rolled better than Nikita.
Well, I got a 15 in total to be fully... Yeah, my bad.
Rude. Rude.
That's so
I got
Sorry for you.
21.
Binge.
21? Okay.
12.
12.
It's my lucky number.
got a 4.
Cosmo
Hey.
got a 16.
No
and
druids here.
Wolf got an 18. So yeah, everybody who
I did better than the druid.
The druid is lower level than the party. Yeah, by several levels actually. Wolf is not an all-powerful. Not every NPC you meet is all-powerful. Wolf
No,
is
I
one
just
of
assumed
those.
that they were the same level as us.
No.
That's my assumption.
No, Wolf was I think level 1 or level 2. No, Wolf was I think the same level because Wolf's not an adventurer.
Yeah, I don't think we ever.
I don't think I ever changed their
Right,
character
I mean-
sheet. I had a character sheet for them
Yeah.
from the beginning, but they're level 6. You search around. None of Sin's possessions have been left behind. None of his food. The rope that was tied around their waist is still attached to the main rope, but it has clearly been untied. It's not cut. And that is... You look around, but there's not a whole lot, and then whoever rolled the highest, which I think is Dayu. You do see some indication of his paw prints, his footprints. He doesn't wear shoes, generally speaking.
Same.
Exactly. So you recognize Sin's paw prints pretty much anywhere, because you've been traveling with him for so long. Tabaxi prints are, not small, they're decent sized. Yes, the toe beans. And you do see that he kind of walks off around the circle of trees, not fully around in a circle, but he seems to kind of mill about a little. And then the path comes to just an end. Just an abrupt end. You look up,
Is there,
he's not in the trees. You look around, you don't see or hear him.
Is there any disturbance in the nature around? I don't know. I have yet to really see or experience this forest fully moving and stuff like that. But is there anything out of place? For example, it's I don't know. There's a bunch of white flowers, and then suddenly it's a bush of just yellow. That it looks it got pulled out of place.
Nothing that you noticed. And I will say, is it? Here it is. You do see that further out in the woods, so far out from you, not close at all, you see what looks to be large plants. Very large plants. They're kind of obscured because, again, lots of underbrush. It's darker down here. Not dark, you can see. There's a little bit of sunlight coming through, but it's mostly shaded. So it's kind of... It's probably as far out as your vision in terms of D&D mechanics goes. It's that far out. But you can see, very, very large, leaves. The size of a house, large.
Was this in the direction, perchance, that we came in? So it's oh, this wasn't there before?
No, it's
Or
ahead of
is-
you.
Okay. I just point at it and go, that's a large leaf.
There's large plants in general, but yes.
There's a whole plant attached to it. That's a big plant.
Yep. Those are sometimes a thing, sometimes they're harmless, sometimes they try to eat you.
Okay, well,
So
since
they what?
Huh?
since paw prints end here, so
Well, they look around. I didn't see any disconnected paw print tracks other than here. So, either he got swept away or he got grabbed.
By a giant plant?
It's possible.
Do the portals that open leave any sort of residue? Could he have gotten trapped by one of those?
Usually they last a little while, but it's possible he walked into a portal or tripped into one by accident. That's definitely happened before. Yeah. I mean, you know, we can check and see. Do any of you have detect magic? I don't.
I do.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, wait, actually,
Yeah.
Mandy.
Yes.
So, because of his weird Valdin link,
Uh-huh.
does Sin count as undead? Because I have divine sense.
He does not yet count as undead, no.
Okay, fair.
That was a good thought, though. But he's not advanced enough as a warlock of Valdin to be undead. Good thought, though.
Okay, then I will, just detect magic and sort of see if I can sense anything. I mean, I assume that the whole area is very magic and it's
Yes.
gonna be not
But-
super useful, but
Unlike, so you throw out the detect magic. Unlike in other situations where everything is magic, where you're just overwhelmed by the glowiness of it all, there's so much here that it kind of dims. And there are pockets that are brighter than others, meaning this whole place is super fucking magic, but you're able to kind of pinpoint where the higher concentrations of magic lie. You see it in a couple of the trees. You see it at the edge of your ability to see. I think it's like 60 feet. Right?
detect magic, I believe, is only 30, but
30
let
feet.
me double check.
I always think it's 60. But whatever the radius is of your spell,
Yeah.
you can see some things that are more concentrated than others. A stone, a toadstool, a bird. Certain plants glow brighter than others. And in the area where the footprints stop, it looks just as magic as anything else does. It doesn't look more or less magic than other things around.
Okay, and I've done detect magic on like that portal where we found Bushi, so I know how
Yes.
that school looks, and there's
You
nothing like that around
yeah.
here.
You know
Okay.
what a rift looks like. You are fully aware of how that feels, how it looks, because it is different from other magic. Oh, so it's 30-foot radius. Oh yeah, so it does cover 60 feet. Okay, that's what I was thinking. The radius of the spell. Thank you. So yeah, that's. You do not notice anything else that looks like it could be a rift. So if Sin was taken, he was taken physically. Possibly.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
We yoinked the cat. Like,
You
under our noses? Like,
ran under our noses, dude?
for my
Jesus.
salad?
You ran over my salad, bro?
Also, wrong spell. I have dispel magic, not
Oh.
detect. Wrong one. My
Gotcha.
bad.
Dispel the whole forest. Break the spell.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Tries to dispel the whole forest. Whole forest dispels me instead.
Yeah,
That sounds
I think you
about
would
right.
lose your magic trying to do that. That would be some wild magic shit. Excuse me.
Becomes a whole other class after this. Like goodness.
Hey, you know, there are some things in D&D that change your alignment. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true. Scary thought. Scary thought.
Yep. No, we're not getting into Tomb of Horrors territory here. After a while, Wolf just kind of looks at you all. Well, I'm open to keep looking, like walking and looking. We can try more spells. We can stay here and see if he comes back for a little while.
Except how long is here gonna stay here? What if we move over here?
Who knows?
What if he moves?
We have no way of
Yeah.
knowing.
I think we
So-
should keep moving.
All right, then let's do that.
Everyone is tied, correct?
We are now.
And I'll keep trying to message, just in case, you know, we get closer.
Okay. So yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I'll keep an eye out, and in a little while, I'll talk to more trees and see if they've seen him. Let's go this way. Points towards both the direction of those big plants and also the brook that's kind of running northwards. If we stay, keep this on our left side, points to the brook, and head in that direction, points towards the very large plants. It's still roughly in the same area? Quadrant? I don't really know what we would call different sections, because it's not really, it's a lot more nebulous than that. So just kind of shrugs. I just want to do what you guys want to do. But yeah, there's the reason why I'm here is because the forest already at least likes me a little bit. And that's a better starting place than what y'all had. Because if you tried to do this without somebody, you know.
You'll be lost in here forever. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And we appreciate it. I just hope that Sin's not lost in here now that we're separated.
Yeah.
He pays attention to information. I mean, there was a slight debriefing in the beginning of all this. Maybe he finds his way back to us, and we find him. We're not going to stop looking.
He
I don't know,
definitely could.
If we find anything that belongs to Sin, I can polymorph, so maybe we can try locating by scent. But we would need an item of theirs.
Did you already
Preferably was on them.
Aki, above table, did you already try sending?
I said by scent, like
Oh, by
a dog.
scent. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we also have the wolf that could fully also wild shift. But the idea is like if we find like his Sinark's bag or something like that, we could attempt locating him that way, you know, by scent. But
Doesn't that require a trail and the footprint trail cut off abruptly?
yeah, footprint. But smells still go everywhere. So maybe the smell trail will lead us somewhere. But we would
I mean,
then
my
need to an
implication is
item.
that there was a magical event that might make it harder to follow that smell path.
We don't know, that's the thing. So it's still, I feel like a good chance, but we would still require something of his.
Wolf, while you guys are having like this conversation, Wolf will take a knee near where the footsteps are, like the footprints are, and it's like, all right, and then like leans down and like sniffs. And as they do, they shift into a wolf for a moment and just kind of sniff quite vigorously at the ground, and then kind of looks around a little bit before shifting back, and says, okay, I have the scent. So
Is it leading somewhere, or you just have it?
I have it. It doesn't really go past this line here. Kind of points to the kind of lingering around here, though. Weird. Not so weird because it was just a short while ago, but yeah.
Is he just invisible?
Nah, he would be able to say something. Oh, what if he's in another plane? What if he's in the ethereal plane? That would be wild. Hey, Sen, if you can hear us, we're going this way, so just follow us if you can hear us, because if you're in the ethereal plane, you can definitely see us, I think.
Hey, what about that thing? That thing that Sin used to move around before? You think maybe he could have used that and gotten separated? The, like, time thing.
Oh.
That would be harder to track too, right?
Kazu kind of pipes up. Didn't he give you that?
Did he? I don't remember this.
I think Sin did give it to you. I think you're the one who has it. But we may have to hand wave that.
No, that's not the situation. Yeah, I have no idea because I have zero recollection.
Yeah, we may have to hand wave that for a second.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a factor in the moment.
No, not right
It's
now.
more like a speculation on the subject.
I was also thinking, since we don't have everybody here, we'll only go for a little while longer anyway. So we can hand wave that part of the conversation. 'Cause DM does not think that Sin still has the timepiece. I think you do, but we'll have to double check with Soul, and Soul's not around today. I think Wolf just kind of pipes up and is like, let's continue forward for now. I'm gonna keep a nose out, and see if we can smell him or hear him or something. And you continue forward unless there's anything else that anyone would like to try.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be wildly futile, but as we walk, Rev has a bag of caltrops and is going to leave them every, 100 yards or feet or something, just like to leave a trail in this shifting forest covered in plants.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So every 100 feet or so, you drop a caltrop. Noted. You continue forward, keeping the brook on your left-hand side, and the brook does veer off further west, away from the direction that you were intending to walk. So you have a choice. You can continue forward towards the large plants, or you can follow the brook.
I'm team follow the brook.
Me too. I think it's a smart landmark to follow.
Same. I don't want to get gobbled up by a giant plant, y'all.
Agree.
Yeah, let's deal with like the potential anglerfish plant together.
Okay, so you continue and follow the brook off to the west, which you can tell is the west because the sun is moving in that direction, where you can see it through the trees compared to where you saw it before. And you realize that it's kind of neat that, the fuckery of the forest doesn't affect the sky. Which Kazuhiko does point out at some point. And
So it's like an Earth thing, not like a space and time thing. Sorry.
it's a survival thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, navigating thing. So you follow the brook, and it feeds into a small pond. And the surface of the pond, it's pretty small. It's practically just a fishing hole. It's not that big. Or like a little swimming hole or something. There are lily pads atop the water. There are birds kind of looking around as though hunting for fish. Bigger birds. I'm trying to think of names like heron, like a heron type bird. On the other side of the fishing hole, you can see where the water feeds away from the pond in a slightly larger stream. And there's a deer kind of just drinking from the pond. As you approach, it looks up, startles, and kind of bounds away through the trees. So there are deer here. And you have options. So there's this little swimming hole and more water feeding away from it, so continuing your path. Or off to your right, there appears to be the ruined remains of a building. Kind of off to...
I want to know what that was, if we can.
The building?
Yeah.
Okay. So you tell
And
party...
it's the first like structure like that we've seen here, right?
Yep, so far.
Yeah. We should check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you walk up.
Question?
Yeah.
Yeah. To Wolf. I'm saying it to Wolf.
Oh, yeah?
Are there any, like sacred animals or something that we should be aware of and maybe not try to hunt or hurt?
Wolf kind of thinks for a second. No, I don't think so. Yeah, people just kind of live off the land here. I don't think there's, I imagine Morgan probably wouldn't like if you went around, like, I don't know, messing with satyrs, but satyrs aren't animals, so you shouldn't mess with them anyway. I don't know. Shrugs. I don't think so. Not that I know of.
Yeah, I just don't want to like shoot the wrong boar or something
Oh.
like that.
Oh, that's very Grecian of you.
Pissed off at weird things. We are messing with Fae and magic.
Yeah, that's true. How about this? If it's magic looking, maybe don't shoot it, because you might just piss it off.
It might be a druid, right?
Could be druid, could be fae,
Running around
could
the
be
block.
a monster waiting to eat you, waiting for you to give them a reason. You know?
Like, what kind of monster?
Shape-shifting kind.
There's a lot of things in this place.
Yeah, there's
Shape-shifting.
there's giant snakes, and there's wolves, and there's plants that eat people. There's piles of, like, grass that, like, move and, like, suffocate you. It's really not grass. I guess it's kind of more than that. It's more of a shambling kind of situation. You know?
And this is all before we get to the festering. This is...
Yeah, there's probably festering here, I would imagine. That's why you're here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you believe the legends, there's, you know, like, trickster gods and stuff.
Maybe that's where Sin went. Do you remember the bone something? Some kind of deal maker?
Oh. Out in the swamps.
Yeah.
Above table. Are you talking about the night gambler?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was like, isn't that
I
only a
really could not
swamp
remember.
thing?
The name.
Not the night gambler.
Return of the King.
He does seem to be, you know, attracted to those kinds of things. So
Prone to befriending strange creatures in the woods. Yeah.
or at least engaging. He has a curiosity.
I think he'd be curious about this building if he saw it, so
True. It could also be another landmark.
check.
Do you say the name Night Gambler while you're talking about this?
Let me roll to see if I think Ro would remember that.
Okay. That's really a question for the table also, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Ashley would.
Okay.
She's casting around for it in her memory and she gets there. Night Gambler, I think.
Wolf just kind of does one of these, looks at you. Sorry, what?
What?
Did you say the Night Gambler?
Yeah, you know about the Night Gambler?
Everybody knows who the Night Gambler
Did
is.
it get you?
He likes to make deals with mortals. Play games with them. Steals their souls.
Steals their...
Their souls.
Oh, so Sin is really lucky.
I mean, you can always tell the Night Gambler no, but most people don't.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yep.
Shall we check out that building.
Yeah, you all kind of walk over to it. It is the remains of a timber, kind of wood structure. So it is dilapidated. It looks like it got crushed and pushed, like toppled over. And so it's a lot of splintered wood. And not far from the remains of this building is a fallen tree, but it is not on top of the building at this moment in time. It looks like it was moved or rolled off or whatever the case is. But it looks like it was a very small wooden structure, like a very tiny home. Like big enough for a person to walk into, but like small. Like the size of Tiny Hut. Or a little smaller. Yep. Do you look amidst the rubble? Like, do you investigate?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, feel free to. Whoever is looking through the rubble, and by looking, I mean not just perceiving it, not just looking at it, I mean like kind of like digging around and seeing if you find anything. If you're digging around and touching stuff, investigation. If you're just looking, perception.
Question.
Yes.
Can Aurora assist by providing targeted light sources for better searching to give someone the help action instead of rolling?
Yeah.
Instead of getting your hands dirty?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Great. Who wants a spotlight?
Really quickly, who is anybody rolling investigate? We're kind of an intelligent dumb stat team.
Yeah, our investigator
What?
is missing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So whose brain cell are we using?
Me
for
looks at camera.
I got a +1.
That's better than me.
In a
Has
way.
+2. Wolf has a +2, and Kazu has a +5.
What if we make Kazu investigate?
Okay.
What if we make the man lift things?
Yeah, you ask Kazu to take a look at this, and he's like, okay.
I could also help lift if he needs, lift assistance to look at things,
He's already,
if you...
he's already picking stuff up.
Right.
Got a girl to lift,
so I'm
a
gonna-
girl to light his way.
I'm gonna roll perception. Not perception. I'm gonna roll investigation for him because he's actually moving stuff.
I can do
And he gets the-
perception.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Kazu got the advantage in case you roll
All right,
better.
he did get advantage, so that is his first roll. I'm saying this for myself for posterity is an 18. Second roll.
Pretty
Nope. First roll was better. Second one was only a 13. So Kazu kind of looks. He lifts some things so he can look under them. He brushes away some debris, and he pulls out a small box. And the latch on it is already open. As though maybe it had fallen and wasn't actually sealed. And he kind of pokes at it and it opens. And inside is a little set of wood carved figurines. There's a stag, there's a bull, there's a person, there's what looks like a chicken. And a cow, and a ram, and another person. Not very feature heavy. They're kind of crude looking, but they're tiny. They're like little minis. They're little minis, like your little D&D minis. They're little guys. Yeah, so it looks to be toys of some kind, maybe. or effigies of some form or another. And he sets that down and off to the side, and he kind of like pushes away some more debris, peeks under some things, because everything's kind of collapsed in on itself from presumably the tree falling on it. And he pulls out a couple of copper, a shard of glass, a stone, a smooth stone, looks like a river stone. And he also finds what color is it? It is yellow, a yellow ribbon. And he kind of sits back on his haunches, looks at everybody. I don't think there's a lot here. This is really all I've been able to find.
I have a question, Wolf.
Yeah?
Since this has been cleared already, I mean, potentially, if we were to put the hut here versus touching the land by the brook, what is the likelihood that this area gets banned away from the brook versus potentially staying with the brook? Do you know what? Are you following me with that?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, should you camp here, or should you camp by a body of water that seems to be stationary? Great question. Something I've noticed is water doesn't tend to move, but the things around it can. So...
Including, like, rocks, big, important structures to the water? The brook? Okay.
I mean, I don't know about rocks. It really depends. Like I said, there's not a lot of sense to it, and the places that are stationary that people live in is stationary because they made it stationary.
How did they make it stationary?
Magic.
Oh.
Yeah, big spikes in the ground. Keeps the landscape from shifting. It also lets the wilds know that they shouldn't fuck with an area in particular. I think the druids have an agreement. Their settlements don't get touched as long as everything else is free game. And people who've lived here long enough, which I haven't quite yet, but people who've lived here long enough, it doesn't matter if the landscape shifts because the directions are all the same. So if they're going from one settlement to another, they know how to get there.
Do you ask that, Nikita, because you think we should stay here, or should we follow the brook a bit more before we stop?
It's a tough call. We have no idea how it's going to be affected. We don't even know if it's going to affect the hut. The car sputtering, sorry.
I was gonna be like, that sounded like a knock, and that was like so well timed. I was like, I'm gonna shit myself. Don't tell me somebody's fucking knocking in this haunted looking ass. There you go.
I'm so sorry. It was the car sputtering exactly when I had, spoken. My bad.
Right? Okay, yeah. So you like chat agrees. Okay, chat got like me. That's so funny.
Wolf kind of speaks up and is like, I mean, to be fair, like, we're not gonna know till we try, right? If you want to stay in a stationary spot, we should camp by the water as close as possible.
I think that's smarter. It has a higher chance of us being grounded, closer to the water.
If it makes you feel better, I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. or motions to the ruined small
Oh.
hut. I mean, I've never dug around in it before, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this before.
Do you know anything about it?
No?
The stuff
only
we
saw it-
found. Sorry, you go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. You only saw it smashed, right? It wasn't like freestanding.
Yeah, it was smashed.
Okay.
So the stuff we found, yellow ribbon and other things like in the box that I'm blanking on right now. Does it have like a trace of like, I don't know, magic or hell, even I'll even take some ghosty goo on it, because sometimes items attract ghosts and stuff like that, or
Oh.
the spirit of whoever owned it before.
No spiritual energy to be seen. If you want to see magic, you'd have to detect magic on it again. Somebody would have to. It looks pretty ordinary, though. It doesn't have any runes on it. No writing to speak of whatsoever. If you're talking about specifically the little effigies, like the little animals and the little people, there's nothing in particular about that. Wolf kind of looks over the things that Kazu found and says, well, I mean, if nothing else, you have things that belong to the wilds now, so that's kind of good. They might be good for trade later. You might want to just keep these. They obviously weren't being stashed here. They're left behind by whoever abandoned this place.
Those the ribbon, the figurines, all for trade. That could work.
I'm not detecting any spiritual energy, so I don't think we'd be offending anybody taking it. What time is it? Like, like if I look up.
It is probably... It's probably around 3:30. No, you stopped midday. So it's actually earlier than that. It would be probably around like 2 o'clock. Give or take.
Okay. We might want to keep walking by the brook and seeing where else it takes us, but maybe we want to turn in early tonight.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, and maybe before, if we don't find Sin before then, that's when we can try to sandbang, and then we'll know something at least.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be smart.
Sin is always welcomed into the hut, so in theory, if he should always be able to enter, you know? I don't know if it works like that in other planes, but if he sees the hut, he can enter it.
Okay. So you guys are gonna camp for the night?
We're gonna
Maybe-
continue for a
Mhm.
while and then camp. Continue along the brook.
Continue along the brook?
Yeah.
Okay. You continue on the little brook area, and eventually, and it's like more of like a creek now. It's kind of wider. It's a little wider here. And it continues onwards for a while. It goes around a couple of bends. There's a ravine that you kind of have to walk next to it to keep it in sight. You can also walk right next to the water if you choose. It's up to you where you want to do that. And you pass a couple of bends before it, expands away towards it's facing due north now. So it was northwest for a while, and now it's moving north. The direction that you're walking. And before long, it starts to get a little darker out. And by then, you are able to, camp for the evening. You don't really see anything of particular note. It's just endless trees. After a while, some of it starts to look the same, even though you're in a different place and you're moving forward because the water is changing. The stones are different. The trees are not always the same tree everywhere, but it feels like more of the same. And you start to understand why people feel as though this place is a trap. The whole thing. Because it's very difficult to simply exist here unless you really like trees. Which you should, because trees are great. And I think that is probably a good place to end it for the night so that we can pick up next week when Soul returns. I believe, right? We're playing next week? Yes. So come back.
So we can sending them.
and then you can hit sending then. Same bat time, same bat channel, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are back on regular schedule for probably the rest of the year until Christmas time. If we need breaks, obviously check out our Discord. Discord is where you know when sessions are happening, what time they're happening. It shows up in your time zone and everything, and anything else that we do on the channel. I am going to be beefing up the schedule here within the next few weeks because I will be streaming a lot more. Probably art. I'll probably do some just chatting stuff, maybe play some games. I've been really into Wandering Village lately, so maybe I'll play some of that on stream. And I actually have an idea for a campaign that's kind of like Wandering Village, so I'm excited about that. So yeah. Everybody have a great night, and we will see you next time. Oh, a couple of notes. I don't know that we're... Actually, I'm not even going to mention it because I don't know if we're streaming it or not. We're doing some stuff at Magi on Friday, but I don't know if it's being streamed. Keep an eye out. And then Saturday, we return with the next episode of Sanguine Dominion, a game that both Charmy and I are in. It's a Vampire the Masquerade game run by Story Dad, aka my husband. It's a really, really fun, it's a really good game. Our characters are fucking awesome, and we're having a lot of fun. So yeah, check that out Saturday night. That is 8 p.m. Eastern Time? 8:30 Eastern Time.
You got it.
Yeah, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, and hope to have more information for you guys soon on other stream things I'm going to be doing. I'll be doing stream times that are friendly to our friends across the pond, and other time zones as well, because I'm full-time now, yeah. So we'll see how that goes, and yeah, see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.